Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of the WT Coaches Show. I'm your host, Zach Barnes, and first off, it is awesome to be back, and we are happy to be back with you guys. And of course, kicking things off with us this week, you're going to be head men's basketball coach, Tom Brown. Coach, how are you?
Zach, how are you doing?
You're doing well.
All right.
Well, Coach, you were 10-4 going into conference play. It's been a while since we've seen you guys, and a lot that's happened going into conference play. You lost to Cameron last week, but you also got a win against Oklahoma City, a good non-conference game.
Yeah.
Just kind of talk about that.
Yeah, Cameron obviously opening up. We were the only game in conference. The other conference schools didn't play that Thursday, and we had a few guys that didn't get back for practice. We had there was some snowstorms in the Midwest, and then also in Dallas, and actually over here too. We had, I don't think it was a blizzard, but it was a lot of wind and some snow. And so we didn't have all of our guys back for practice. I think that did affect us. Cameron, however, though, is a very good team. They played very well, made some shots, and we just couldn't finish that game out. Went into overtime. Actually, David made a great play to get to the line to shoot 3 free throws, make all 3, and send it into overtime. But it was a tough one for us, and I think we're going to have a lot of games like that in conference where it can go either way. So a possession here or there, is going to be a big difference in a lot of games here on out. So we got to really take care of the ball, get some great shots, and hopefully come out on the winning end of the next game.
The next game is Midwestern, and that'll be Wednesday night. So
yeah.
Tonight, once you guys are seeing this, and that's a tough team for you guys.
Well, Midwestern is ranked number 1 in the, I believe it's the SID poll or the media poll. They're ranked number 1 in the nation. Out of 300 teams in Division II, and they're very good. They're very well coached. They've got size, they've got shooters, they've got a couple guys that can really handle the ball, and then they've got some depth coming off the bench. So we're going to have our hands full. They play a very physical style of basketball, so we've got to be ready for that. And they're out rebounding people by 15 rebounds a game, so they just beat you up on the boards. They beat you up physically. But with the new rules this year, having to be set on screens, giving a step, cleaning up the physical post play, hopefully those rules will help us out. But again, you've got to get in the fight, you've got to get in the battle, and I think our guys will do that. We've had a couple good practices, so we're excited about Wednesday night. But again, we're going to have our hands full with Midwestern. They're a very, very talented team.
And then after Midwestern, you guys will hit the road as continuing to go through conference play. Just kind of talk about how important that is to try and get some wins on the road.
Yeah, we took some trips earlier. We went down to Texas Tech, and we went over to Oklahoma City and played a team over there in a scrimmage. And so we've been on the road. We know the routine, and we get a chance to go back over to Cameron, over to Lawton, Oklahoma. So that'll be good to get back over there and have a chance to compete against them. It'll be obviously a lot tougher going into their gym, and they've already beat us once. So we've got to keep pecking away and try to get better each game. And I think our younger guys hopefully will keep developing. But again, it's a very, very tough conference. The LSC it's ranked number 1 in Hero Sports, and it's ranked number 1 for a reason because there's some very good teams top to bottom. I mean, everybody from Eastern New Mexico, Kingsville, us. To Angelo and Midwestern, there's just good teams all over the place.
And Coach would like to wish you luck against Midwestern as well as on the road next week.
Thank you very much.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to this week's edition of the WT Coaches Show. Up next for us is women's basketball head coach Kristen Mattio. Coach, before going into conference, you guys were 10-0 and now 12-0 after a win against Cameron as well as a win over University of the Southwest. And coming up tonight, you guys have Midwestern. Kind of talk us through the Cameron and Southwestern game, and then kind of talk about Midwestern a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, Southwestern basically closed out our non-conference play. And we played Cameron. That was a really big game for us at home. They are solid. They have a lot more depth than what they've had before in the past, and we knew it was going to be a battle. And I think we responded well throughout that game. That was a tough game for us. Played University of the Southwest pretty quick behind them, and then now the focus is completely on conference play, which is Midwestern here, and I mean they're going to be ready to go. Coach Johnson always has them ready.
And with Midwestern being a little bit of a down year, how much do you think that might play into this one with them wanting to come back with a little bit of fire behind them?
Well, they have some new faces and some young kids. They're going to play hard. That's the biggest thing that we noticed is that it's a 40 minutes. She has them playing hard for 40 minutes. from our side of it is what are we continuing to do to get better, basically since our post-Christmas break holiday. And I think we're taking steps in the right direction, but we just have to make sure night in and night out that we are and that we're preparing for every game the same way. We don't look at a record. It's this. We prepare the exact same way.
And then after this Midwestern game, you guys are going to hit the road, and one of those being at Cameron, which is probably going to be playing pretty angry. How do you look going into that road?
Really, to be honest, our focus is right now Midwestern State. But yes, everyone else looks down the road, and for us, it's the grind of conference play. Is you just got to be ready, you got to be focused, and we play TWU, and we play Cameron, and it just on and on, and so we have to be playing our best basketball on the road, and I think we're focused right now, and the true challenge will come up here once we start with Midwestern, and then the week following.
Coach, thank you for joining us this weekend. Good luck tonight.
All right, thank you.
Thank you for joining us this week on the WT Coaches Show for the WT Sports Network. I'm Zach Barnes, and we'll see you next week.